Hello, Dr. Shasha. I'm Kelly Teo, and my topic today is on a feminist analysis on the movie Advantageous, a 2015 film directed by Jennifer Pang. It follows the main character, Gwen, and her daughter, Jules, in a dystopian world where unemployment levels have reached catastrophic levels, with terrorist groups bombing skyscrapers, a rising number of child prostitutes, and the only way to pave a future for her daughter is to pay $10,000 just to hold a waitlist spot for a prestigious school, with Gwen herself being the sole breadwinner for the family. Gwen is the face of a tech company which had recently developed a procedure that allows people to transfer their consciousness into another body of their choosing in a seamless and painless way as a form of cosmetic surgery. The company board has decided that Gwen was too old to carry on being the face of the company, and they want to appeal to a younger audience. Due to the pressing financial situation of enrolling Jules into Easton, a prestigious school, Gwen decided to undergo the procedure herself, but she realized that the technology is not fully seamless yet. Gwen's memories will be implanted into the new body, while she herself will die from the procedure. This way, Jules' future is secured, but at the cost of Gwen sacrificing herself.
This is still Jules' only chance, though, isn't it?
Please don't do this.
This film reflects the anxieties of the present, where the chase for youth and beauty has resulted in many women resorting to desperate measures to achieve the ideal body. A year before the release of this movie, a newspaper article by the Sunday Times of London reflected this anxiety very well. A journalist, Sarah Smith, interviewed 6 46-year-old women about aging and the pressure to chase youth. In their accounts, the women reported using cosmetic products to cover the creases around their eyes and controlling their diets in an effort to look younger. These anxieties are rather prevalent in the world of Advantageous, where the technology is so advanced that people can quite literally dump their old bodies and transfer into a completely new one. It is also no coincidence that Gwen is helping to market this technology to women as well. Even though Gwen does not present any dissatisfaction with her own body, she was retrenched due to the fact that she is older, forcing her to undergo the procedure to keep her job. Holliday argues that this workplace preference is evident in the real world as well, where we have to look younger at work to remain competitive. There is another significant scene where Mr. Fisher, a colleague of Gwen's, says that it's safer for everyone to leave the women unemployed, lest desperate men take it to the streets. In a study done by Stuart Williams in 2002 on gender stereotypes and aggression, it was found that the male participants perceived aggression as more acceptable than women do, which results in them committing more acts of aggression. Another point to note is that this world runs on a post-Fordism labor system, described in the words of Rusty as an emotional or caring capitalism that is less about producing goods and services than about reproducing hospitable forms of life, such as bodies, desires, and fantasies. Dan Irving posits that a post-Fordist society is one where the body, mind, and spirit are invaluable facets of capital accumulation. He goes on to argue that under such a system, there is an expectation of women to be the ones in charge of emotional labor, to be the ones to connect to consumers, and to be the ones enabling them to feel like they are in charge of their own decisions. As a woman, Gwen serves this role for the company perfectly. By undergoing the procedure, she is able to connect to the customers even better as she is an embodiment of someone who achieved their desired body. Gwen here is not positioned to be a traditional superhero female lead like the machine gun wielding Ripley was in the Alien franchise and Sarah Connor was in the Terminator series. Gwen is just a mother, and her main priority is to take care of Jules as best as she can. Even though the world of Advantageous is much more technologically advanced, however, the society has gone backwards in its treatment of women. The story presents a pessimistic view on the condition of society as we develop, and it can even be said that it serves as a warning for us to be more cautious, lest we fall back into the old roots of the patriarchal system. I hope that you may perhaps give the show a watch, and I really can't recommend it enough. Thank you so much for the past 13 weeks, Dr. Shasha.